What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and I've got some updates for you on everything happening in Congress with stimulus, avoiding a government shutdown, and Build Back Better. And this is your stimulus and Build Back Better update. Now, I've got some video footage for you from House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, who's going to be covering avoiding a government shutdown, providing an additional continuing resolution. And he says that this is going to take place this week, and Congress is still also going to simultaneously make progress on Build Back Better, and he reiterates confidence that they're going to get Joe Manchin on board and get this done. Now, this is also what we had heard yesterday when I shared with you that former Governor Klain of West Virginia, good friends with Joe Manchin, said he believes he's going to get on board and they are going to get this done. So you guys, it's sounding like they are going to pass the Build Back Better stimulus reconciliation bill. They're going to come to some sort of agreement, and then also new phases we're hearing will soon follow. I'm going to get you the video footage so you can see what it was they had to say, and also take a look at this. Local leaders, they're calling on the U.S. Senate to pass the Build Back Better Act. More pressure is being applied this month of February, like we heard, to pass this stimulus reconciliation bill. And I'm going to dive into all the details, get you caught up. And also, if you missed my videos yesterday, you might want to check them out. A lot of news coming out. First up, wanted to let you guys know, if you didn't hear, several states are continuing extra SNAP benefits for those on food stamps. And also, there's new $2,000 stimulus checks going out in one state, along with those that missed PUA as well, benefits going out, and new UBI programs. And if you want to get the latest on fourth federal level stimulus checks and where things stand, check out this video right here where I cover all the details and also let you know about the push for $1,400 Social Security checks for those on SSI. So check out those videos if you missed them here on the channel. I'll keep you up to date on everything going on. And also, you guys, thank you for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. If you're interested in growing wealth and personal finance, maybe learning about investing in real estate, stocks, cryptos, starting businesses, consider joining that channel as well. I'll pin a comment down below. All you got to do is click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications, and I hope that channel is going to be a blessing to those of you looking to maybe just start over totally financially. So keep an eye out on that channel for more content as well. But let's dive right in, and let's start off first by smashing the like button for the algorithm. Helps me out a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here, totally free to stay up to date and know everything going on. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into this video footage and hear what it is that Steny Hoyer has to say with everything going on right now in Congress.
Joining me now, House Majority Leader, Congressman Steny Hoyer of Maryland. Leader Hoyer, thank you very much for coming back to the Sunday Show.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. It's always good to be with you.
So, Leader Hoyer, what's the latest on negotiations over the funding bill? You got 12 days.
Well, we're going to get something done. It'll probably be a short-term CR, and it will be this coming week to give us a little more time. Negotiations are very vigorous, and I think that we're going to get agreement both on the top line, how much spending is going to be, and how it will be spent. But it's not there yet, so I expect to do a continuing resolution to continue the authorization for government to operate and be funded this coming week, and hopefully the Senate will do the same.
Well, Leader Hoyer, here's what I'm wondering. We've seen continuing resolutions for more than a year now, which means that the budget adopted when Donald Trump was president is still operational. When will President Biden get to sign his own budget?
Well, hopefully very soon. An omnibus is absolutely essential. And very frankly, Jonathan, as you know, I'm a great critic of the Congress not getting its work done on time. We should have passed all 12 appropriation bills to fund government for this coming fiscal year that we're now in, fiscal year 22. We should have passed that by September 30th. We didn't. As a result, we needed a CR. We did another one, and we're now doing an additional one because we haven't gotten our work done on time. And the problem is it's very difficult to get agreement. We passed bills in the House. We could pass an omnibus in the House. But of course, the Senate is 50-50, and you need Republicans and Democrats to cooperate. And they're having trouble getting there. But hopefully we'll get there soon.
Let's switch gears and talk about Build Back Better. That occupied a lot of attention here in Washington at the end of last year. The prospects of renewed negotiations over Build Back Better, whatever Build Back Better might look like in the new incarnation.
Well, I think Build Back Better will be something different than we passed the House, but I think a lot of what the House passed and sent to the Senate will be included in Build Back Better. And I'm still one who believes, as the president does, that we're going to pass Build Back Better. It will be, as every piece of legislation goes between the Senate and the House, changed somewhat by the other House, and we'll have to reach agreement. But I am very confident that some of the very important elements that every senator on the Democratic side has said they support will be included in that bill. So we're working very hard to get Build Back Better done, because that will be an additional step in building our economy, building opportunity for people, protecting their health, providing for the education of our children, providing for accessible childcare and accessible and affordable health care. So those are items on which I think we have agreement within the Democratic Party unanimously. And so I'm very hopeful that that will pass soon, and it will continue to give confidence, which we saw in those 460,000 plus jobs that were created last month, and the 6.6 million jobs that have been created in the last 12 months under the Biden administration. We will see that confidence added to, giving people the opportunity to go back to work. We need people coming back to work. We've got a lot of people doing that, but we need to continue this effort. And I would hope that Republicans would join us in this effort, seeing how successful the rescue plan was, the infrastructure plan has been in getting people back to work, creating economic energy and growth.
Leader Hoyer, Democrats and the White House had a really good week last week. We've talked about the jobs numbers. You guys passed the Competes Act, which seems to have lots of bipartisan agreement. And yet, in the latest NBC poll, there's an enthusiasm gap. And I talked about this with Assistant Speaker Clark in the last hour, where 61% of Republicans are very interested in the midterm elections, but 47% of Democrats are interested in the midterm elections. How are you meaning Democrats, going to shrink that enthusiasm gap?
By doing what we're doing. It's an extraordinary Congress in what it has already done in the first 12 months or 13 months of this Congress. Just extraordinary legislation. I mentioned the American Rescue Plan. I mentioned the infrastructure bill. I mentioned Build Back Better, and now the Competes Act. All have passed the House. Now, two of those have not yet passed the Senate. But if we pass those bills, I think Democrats are going to be wildly enthusiastic, because we carried out what we said we would do for the people, not the richest people, not the most well-off, not the least vulnerable people, but the people who really need our help. And in helping them, we're going to help the entire American economy and psyche. And in that context, I think our Democrats are going to get very, very excited in this next election. And of course, you deal in a world of alternatives. Right now, they're looking at the Biden administration and looking at the Democratic Congress. And I think our Democrats think we're doing good things. That's what I hear. But I also think their enthusiasm is going to be engendered greatly when they look at the alternatives.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as it looks like they're going to be getting done. And we heard with a continuing resolution this week to keep the government funded. Now, we also heard Republicans say, though, that unless that vaccine mandate is removed, they're going to be striving to shut the government down. So we'll see what unfolds, likely happening this week. I will keep you up to date, and also Build Back Better. As things progress with that, I'll keep you up to date as well. As we're hearing, progressives said they want to get this done by March 1st. Now, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said that's a soft deadline. It's kind of flexible. We will see. But she also said she's not going to be giving up on Build Back Better. And I rickrolled everybody yesterday, but I'm not sure if people noticed that she's never going to give up. She's never going to let us down, and she's not going to run around and desert us. She's going to get it done. I will keep you up to date on that. And also, we will see if there's any following stimulus phases, as lawmakers, Congress, the president have said they want to see some additional stimulus for small businesses to help combat the pandemic right now. They want to get out more funding, and we will see. And also, we've heard there's an additional $800 billion left over from previous stimulus packages, unallocated, not used, which is enough funding to provide 2 additional stimulus checks, a 4th and a 5th of $1,400 if we simply follow the same guidelines that we did for the 3rd $1,400 stimulus check. So you guys, we will see. I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for the algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also leave your comments, share this out. Consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And if you want to stay up to date here, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. If you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.